cool kids? Oh yeah, cool kids. So I have been tasked. I have been called out on the YouTubes. Not really, but kind of. I got people doing the silver coins around the world, and they need help. They need my help. And I want you guys to know that I'm here to help you. Okay? If you need help, send me an email. That's all you gotta do, folks. That's all you gotta do. Alright? In my channel description, my email is right there. Check it out. Send me an email. I can't find a country, Josh. Josh will find you the country. Josh, what list am I using to make for your version of this? What are the criterion? I'll tell you the criterion. But you can make your own criterion. Okay? And you can use your own lists. Alright? And if you need any help, there's other people out there that can help you. Okay? Just check out some of the channels I be talking about on here. I'm sure they'll help you out because we're all about sharing information, sharing strategies, and making your stacking experience customizable and fitted to your needs, desires, and requirements. All right, now that we got all that out of the way, we're going to do a quick fun session. I don't know how the interface is going to work. I'm not a tech guy. I'm just going to use my freaking cell phone, and that's all I'm going to do. And you guys can either watch it and hate it or watch it and be like, oh, that's cool, he's showing me something. Either way, it's fine with me. I just make these videos for you guys, and that's it. Let me pause this real quick. All right, cool kids, so we're in my eBay. Okay, right off the bat, you can see all kinds of world silver coins. If you needed Tunisia, you could check out this link. Let me make sure everything's copacetic here. All right. So this is a 39 10 franc coin. And it is silver. It's 68% silver. And it's going currently for $9.99. Ends ends in 20 hours. So that might be something you want. If you want, go to DJK25. And one of the great techniques, the first technique we're going to talk about here, is find sellers, right? If you buy one thing from the seller, there's a really good chance something else they have will be to your liking. Check out, right? Okay. Sellers, other items, right? There we go. Sellers, other items. There you go. They have Mexican 5 pesos. Tom's coins. That's for Tom's coins. He loves these things. And, India. If you don't have India, there it is. Chinese panda if you don't have China. Pretty fair price, I would say. Cute little design with the little pandas. Germany. If you don't have Germany, you might want to check that out. Let's see. That's 310 marks. That's a little over amount. That's a little more than I'd pay for that coin. It looks clean, but if it's not clean, it might be worth it. But anyway, you have to do your own due diligence. If you have a question about a coin, though, message me. Say, hey, Josh, what do you think of this coin? And, you're looking at it through a picture. Remember, if you don't like it, most companies have a return policy. And as long as you pay the, shipping or whatever, you can send it back. So you can tell them to kiss off. Now, what are we searching for? Well, eBay's not the end all and be all, but that's what we're going to use tonight. But there's also MA shops, which I've talked about before. Great way to get some of those hard countries. Yeah. But FG Stacker showed me something today. He's talking about Numista, so we can go to Numista. Numista has a map, apparently, of different collections and such. I don't know. I tried putting in some coins. It was monotonous as hell. And it wasn't particularly accurate. What I was hoping to do was get an exact count of how many ounces I owned, but I noticed real quick that it's not super accurate. It's close, but it's not super accurate. And according to that thing, I was $300 per kilogram under melt so far on my stack. And that was when silver was like 31 an ounce. So it's even more than that now. But that's not the point. The point is, it's not 100% accurate. Okay. So am I logged in? That's the question. Oh, here we go. Yes, my collection. My Scarota. Oh, wait, wrong song. Okay, this is my collection. Everything I've got in so far is Canadian. I have 673 coins in. Yeah, there we go. That's the years of the coins. Some will go back to the 1850s. And most of them are, most of them are circulating, right? So it makes sense they'd be in these ranges. These are probably your 80% years. And then, of course, you got your 50% silver years, right? And then, of course, there's some commemoratives after that, right? But, yeah, this is going to be the bulk of your Canadian connection right there. All right. Okay, let's see what we got here. So, view the country list with my collection quantities. Let's try that. From which I have some items, from which I don't have any at all. We'll click that. Okay, here we go. Here's the countries I don't have any at all in the system. Now, I have them. I just don't have them in the system. Yeah, Afghanistan, I've got a few coins from there, silver. Not an easy country, but it's like moderate difficulty. It's not super hard. Albania is also one I have a few coins from, but it's not. It's probably right there with Afghanistan. Algeria is pretty easy, honestly. I think. Wait, am I thinking of? No, I'm thinking of Tunisia and Angola. Yeah, Algeria's hard. Andorra's not hard. Angola's easy. Antigua and Barbuda, if you do bullion, is easy. Just go to Scottsdale Mint's website. Argentina's tricky, actually. Trickier than it should be. Armenia is tricky. But no, they have bullion. They have a Noah's Ark coin. You're good. Australia's easy. Cocos is not a country. I don't know why we went to Cocos anyway. Oh, I see what's going on. These are Australian provinces and such. Got it. Austria is the country. Austria is easy. Azerbaijan's hard as hell. Bahamas are easy. Franklin Mint, your go-to there. Bangladesh is it's not easy, but it's not super hard. You can do it. You're not going to do it under melt, though. Odds are. Barbados, you can do under melt. Franklin Mint again. Or Scottsdale. I think Scottsdale does Barbados. Don't quote me on that, but it's not hard to find. Belarus is not easy. It is hard to medium hard. Belgian, Congo, Rwanda, if it's African, it's tricky. Odds are. Unless it's a former Portuguese, British, or French. And then you got to find if there's a mint there. Although it all depends on your definitions. If you say the coin circulated there, I'll buy it for $1. All right, Belgium is easy. Belgium's not hard. Spanish Netherlands is a time in Belgium from the 1600s, 1400s to 1600s. I don't know why that's on the list. That's ancient history. Belize. Again, Belize is not hard because you've got the Franklin Mint making whole sets for it. If you wanted to go, it used to be called British Honduras, right? It says right here. And you can get those coins too. Those coins are a little more expensive. The Franklin Mint's the way I go with that, but you guys do whatever you want. Benin's tricky, right? Bhutan's right there with like what was that other country we were just looking at? Bangladesh. They're kind of the same animal. As a matter of fact, Bangladesh I think is a little harder, but Bhutan's definitely doable. Bohemia is not a country. I think it's in Czechoslovakia. So no. Bolivia. Bolivia's not hard. No. Not for us. If you were in Europe, it'd be trickier. Bosnia Herzegovina is, it's for a European country, it's tricky, but it's not that hard. It's not that hard. Botswana, actually, for an African country, I have several that I've gotten under melt from Botswana, so it's hit and miss. Brazil is easy. British East Indies is not a country. British Guiana in the West Indies is not a country. British West Africa is not a country. British West Indies is not. Brunei is hard. It's hard. I'm just going to tell you. I went with a British coin for that one, for Brunei. And that would have been the, I can't even remember the name, what they called it back then. But yeah, if you want to know, email me. I'll look it up. Bulgaria is a country. Bulgaria is a little tricky for a European country. Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso is hard if you want Burkina Faso, because everything they got is low mintage. However, there are ways around that. And I have 2 coins from Burkina Faso, but it's not easy. It's not cheap. It's not something you're going to get under melt. Byzantine States isn't a country. It's an old country that went away in, 1,000 years ago. But yeah. Cambodia is tricky. It's not hard though. It's I would call it medium hard. Cameroon is actually pretty easy. I just bought some last week. As long as you accept bullion, because Scottsdale Mint makes Cameroon coins. Cape Verde, that is a country. It's not that hard. There's a fish coin from there that's pretty easy. Central African Republic's kind of tricky. Central African States, I don't know. I'm guessing that's an old name for Central African Republic. All this stuff's gonna be tricky. That's all countries that don't exist anymore. Chad is a country. It's easy. Scottsdale Mint. Chile is easy. You might pay a little more than spot, but it's not hard. Chile's actually, they were prolific makers of coins. Peru too. Anyway, you guys get the idea. If you want to know about a particular country, or if you question whether it's a country or not, I can tell you that Macau is not a country. It's a province in China, okay? Hong Kong is not a country. It's a province in China, right? It even says here, China's the country. So all this shit, it's not shit. Tibet's not a country. I have 2 coins from Tibet that are silver, but it's not a country. It's not in my silver book because it don't count. That shit was taken over by China back in the 60s, wasn't it? Might have been the 50s. Colombia is actually trickier than it should be, but it's like medium hard. That one's the hardest one ever. The Comoro Islands, Comoros they call it. Yeah, you can't get a circulating silver coin from there for less than $300-400. I look, guys. I ended up going with a UN medal that they endorsed. And it's on the list, so it counts, but even those are super rare, guys. I gotta be honest with you. This is going to be the country that pisses you off. It's one we could tell Scottsdale Men about, though, maybe, and they'll make something, because this is really hard. This is like extreme difficulty level. This is, if you're getting this, you are advanced. Congratulations. Congo, both the Congos are medium hard. There's 2 Congo countries. The Cook Islands are not a country. I have plenty of coins from there, but they're not a country. Costa Rica is a country, and it's actually medium hard for being Central American. They didn't have a lot of high mintage stuff. I put them like they're a little harder than Guatemala. Now Guatemala, you can do. They're doable, but they're, and I've even gotten them near melt, but it's not an easy coin to find. They don't pop up in my big lots very often, is what I'm saying. When I buy large lots of silver coins. Croatia. For Croatia, I went with a bullion coin with a Dalmatian on it, because it used to be called Dalmatia. I don't know if you guys knew that. Anyway, it's medium hard. Now, Crusader states we don't care about. These aren't countries that exist anymore. Cyprus exists still, so Cyprus is a country. Cyprus is fairly difficult to get a coin from, actually, cheaply. When I say hard, I mean you're not getting one at melt. Let's put it that way. It's going to be very hard for you to do that. Cuba is easy. I hear people talk about it's not illegal to buy Cuban. I find Cuban coins all the damn time. I find them under melt all the damn time. What you got to do, guys, look for lots. I'm telling you, silver world coin lots. Put it in on eBay. You'll find Cuban silver. I've got them under melt all the time. I got pages and pages of Cuban silver. It's not as good as Panama. Panama is like super easy. It's like cheat mode, but it's pretty easy to get Cuban silver. Czech Republic it's medium hard. Denmark is not hard. Sorry, I can't say that. They always had low mintages. Sweden, Denmark, and Norway are all kind of the same animal. You can get them under melt, but it's going to be in lots. You're probably not going to find a single coin under melt unless it's a crown size coin. Although I did just buy a Danish silver coin under melt at a coin show. Check out that video. So yes, it's doable. Djibouti's fairly hard. Yeah, there's not a lot of coins from Djibouti. Dominica, Scottsdale. Ecuador's the next country we got here. Ecuador, I don't think it's like medium hard. For South America, it's probably pretty hard, but not really. Argentina is the hardest South American country from what I can find. Argentina, it's called Argentina, but there's no freaking silver there. Egypt is easy. El Salvador it's tricky. Equatorial Guinea, I've had good luck with. I got dozens of coins from there, but they are low mintage, and so they might be hard to find. I got them in a lot. Eritrea is super hard. Estonia's pretty hard for a European country. Eswatini's fairly difficult, yes. Ethiopia is easier than the other ones we were talking about there, but still not super easy. Fiji's easy. Finland is pretty easy, yeah. France is super easy. This is beginner tier. You can buy the stuff under melt all day, every day. You just can't. I'm sorry. Gabon is tricky. They're tricky. They're West African countries are tricky, guys. If you get French coins from there, it makes it a little easier. All right. None of these are countries still. So Ghana, there you go. Again, you know what I'm about to say. Greece is pretty easy. Guys, I've gone on long enough. If you guys have any specific questions, email me. Have an amazing day, and I hope you find all the collectibles of your dreams. While you're awake, I'm going to put some FG Stacker in the description. Check out his channel. And, find all the collectibles of your dreams. Like, share, and subscribe. All that jive. Bye.